The whole thing's gonna be
I feel like probably the whole thing will be solving this. All right. Okay, the same game goes to here. Are we good? Are we good?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll repeat this. Okay, from the new game, these two can match because they are the neighbor of each other.
Mm.
Are we good?
Mm. Yes.
Okay, we'll just put them there because we still have something else, right? So I'll leave this brown there, okay? I'll use red for these two because they can match.
Mm.
2, 3, right? And what's important here, this CH2 only have these 3 neighbors. So on this side, it's a block.
Mm.
and you have a double bond or an ether.
Yeah. So now you have all used all the hydrogen, which means so far you have only used the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but you have 9 carbon. You have 1 carbon that you cannot see with hydrogen, right?
Yeah.
Which means that carbon doesn't have hydrogen.
Mm.
So if we, am I good to erase this part?
Yes.
Am I good? Okay. And our useful information are here. We have the bond. Okay, that's here. And then we have CH2, CH3. That is bond to nothing. And we have a carbonyl. It's probably bound to nothing on both sides, right? Yeah, it doesn't need to be nothing because it's just, you just know there's a carbonyl. You don't know what's on both sides, but you know there's a carbonyl that doesn't have hydrogen. That's this carbon, because we count there 8 carbon, but we in total have 9. There's a carbon doesn't have hydrogen on it.
Yes.
Okay. If you finish writing those, you probably can guess most of the partial points. I recommend everyone just stop here. Okay, the next part, if you really want to do them correctly, okay, count how many oxygen you have and count how many chlorine you have. Put them, the rest part of that become a game of, let's say, if you want to become A plus, you have to check everything, and you say, I want to be the A plus, and this is the only 1 point that I will be losing on your final. Then you proceed from here. Okay, for everyone else, I think writing that much will be efficient. Like gets most of the partial points. It's very likely when we are grading, we want to say, oh, you have some of the correct pieces. Yeah. All right, let's still finish this. What can work as a block? Cl. What can work as a block? CO and oxygen, right? We still, because we only use 1 oxygen. Okay, here on the board, the block is in blue. This is block, right? We have 3 like a 1, 2, 3, and we have 3 blocks. So that's kind of like good. And there are block can bond on both sides, and there are block can only bond on one side. So this is the block. Block means that you will block the hydrogen in their neighbor, right? This is the block you can see you can bond on both sides. This is the block on both sides. This is the block where you can only block on just like it's end pieces, right? Can this end pieces bond here? No, because once it bond here, your pieces ended. It's not going to be one structure. So your Cl has to be somewhere here. It's the same on this side, right? You don't want your block to be one of the block because then that's ended. Okay, then you only have this much. The only way to work is just to bond here, here, and here. That's it.
You could also look at the NMR values, right? Like
Like
because
which
the CH2
one's
is lower,
more-
so it has to be next to the carbonyl. Then
Yes.
it's higher.
You can
obviously.
always check the NMR value, but the way as I'm showing here is even without the NMR value, you just use the logic, you can put out a lot of the pieces. Yeah. It's always good to check, okay, is my hydrogen here is in the roughly correct range? But this is just by logic. It's like that's the only place that I can put this block. I have nowhere else to put. Okay, what's the difference between the A plus and the A students? Is they're going to say, okay, is my oxygen here or is my oxygen here? I'll say don't bother. We'll give both. We'll give both points. Okay, it's not something for one. It's something you will learn in 118C. 118A, you write either way. We'll give both. We'll give 4 points. Okay. It's like
Is that how the grading will be on the discussion quiz?
Huh?
Is that how you guys will grade it on the discussion quiz?
The O position.
Yeah, that's mostly what I'm worried about. Is the discussion quiz.
Yeah, I need 4 points on that
Yes.
discussion
Yeah.
quiz.
Me too.
I'm like sweating.
Your discussion quiz will be something easier.
My discussion
Okay.
is not
Yeah,
fair.
don't worry. Don't
I was
My
so
discussion quiz is
worried.
like,
let me just don't worry about your discussion quiz. Work on your finals. Yeah.